Hey, what's up, Divas? It's your girl Chondra, and I am here ready to show you guys part 2 of this series. Welcome. I am super excited about this. I know you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm washing my face with the Urban Skin RX Even Tone Cleansing Bar 3-in-1 treatment. It brightens and improves uneven skin tone. I absolutely love this. This is my second one. I am obsessed because it's really getting my skin where I want it to be. And I take it and I rub it into my skin. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to rinse it out and I'll use my witch hazel and then I'll show you guys what I use moisturizing wise. I have already toned with my witch hazel and I used a moisturizer with sunscreen in it so that my skin is protected. I can show you what I used. I just thought it would be long and drawn out if I actually did the whole step process with you guys. This is the moisturizer I use. Yeah, that's it. That's the moisturizer I use. My skin is all prepped. Now I'm going to prime and go ahead and do my makeup. So how I generally prime is I have a mattifying face primer and then I have calamine lotion, and it looks a mess because I use the crap out of it. And I generally just take a bit of it and I put it on the brush, and that's just like that. And then I'll do some calamine lotion and my T-zone. So then I have my T-zone, and so I also come right here in between my eyebrows and the bridge of my nose because I know I get oily there too. So anywhere I get oily, I put the calamine lotion because it's supposed to be drying. I don't have anything on the other portion of my skin. I still want to prime it and I want to make sure I have like a barrier between my makeup and the skin. So what I'll do is I'll take like a regular mattifying primer. I'll take it and I'll put it in those other areas. So this is just that mattifying primer, and I put a little too much right there, but it's fine. So while I'm doing this and rubbing this in, it's also giving this a chance to dry out. This is my face, all prepped and primed officially. Next, I'm going to show you guys how I do my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows first. As you guys can see, my eyebrows are already kind of how I want them to be laid. So I just do that and I brush them. And then I use this. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil Crayon. I just use it and then I roll it out like a little bit. And then I'm going to take it and I just do a line for above my eyebrow. And I go below too. So that's one side and then this is the other side. That's literally all I do. And then I brush it and a little bit so it doesn't look cuckoo. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then I'll show you how I really get them looking crisp and, you know. Okay, it's starting to look like something, right? Okay, so let me show you the rest of my makeup routine. Let me start by showing you how I define these brows. So I am going to use a concealer to define my eyebrows and make sure that it's all smooth and things like that. So I'm about to literally be all in the camera, but it's fine. I am going to just take it here. I squeeze a little bit out into the cap and I make sure I have a little bit on the brush. And then I just line my eyebrows. But basically this is what I do. I'm gonna go look in this other mirror to make sure it's like crisp and defined, but this is what I do. I'm just gonna show you like the top portion of it too, and then I'm gonna actually go make sure that it's all looking all nice and clean like I like it to look. All right, I am back. My eyebrows are defined. As you guys can see, I blended that concealer out. It looks better, doesn't it? Right? It's gonna get even better than that because I'm gonna use this Makeup Beauty Blender. And this is the foundation I use. I am using the Fenty Beauty one, Pro Filter. This one is the Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This one literally looks like skin. I am obsessed with it. So I just do like a few pumps. So I took just two pumps on my Beauty Blender. And then I just put it all around my face like this. I generally do like 4. So I'll do like 4. So Then I will take it into my eye too so I can blend out that concealer that I have going on. And all of this is gonna blend out seamlessly and look really, really natural and just a little bit, trust me. I know you can probably still see a little bit of that calamine lotion, but when I put my concealer under my eyes, it will definitely no longer be noticeable. This is my second 2 pumps, and I'm just gonna take them and do this to my forehead area and then like any other part of my skin that I might have missed. So I'm gonna take one tiny little pump. So technically it's like 4.5 pumps. That wasn't even a full pump. And I'm just gonna make sure that my nose and stuff is covered and that the inner portion of my eyebrows are covered. Okay, so I am done with my foundation. I showed you guys how I do that. I'm just gonna come back in with my little eyebrow pencil and just give myself a little bit more definition and some straight lines across my brow. See how smooth it looks and how seamless it looks like skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of that same concealer. Oh wow. I'm gonna take a little bit of that same concealer and I'm going to just put it right here under my eye a little bit, just a little bit, because a little goes a long way. Then I'm just gonna put a little here. It's so funny because like every time I do this, my boyfriend, he watched me do my makeup one time and I was doing it and he was like, so what tribe are you from? So every time I do this, he asks me what, I feel like I hear his voice in my head saying, what tribe are you from? I think that's kind of funny. So I'm just gonna do a little bit on my nose at the tip of it. And then I'm also just gonna come down the center of my nose. I don't always come all the way down because I feel like that'll spread down, but I just do right here, here, and there. Boom, those are the few places that I put a little bit of concealer. Then I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender or my little makeup sponge and just blend it out. I generally go in with a different little beauty sponge. This one is from Real Techniques. I'm gonna leave this one dry. I use this one as my dry sponge. And I'm just gonna use the Morphe Bake and Set setting powder. So I just grab a little bit and I brush it off, literally, just like that. And then I just go in on that spot that I just concealed to kind of set my makeup and bake. And I'm just gonna grab some more and I'm gonna go in my under eye area. And I look up so that I can make sure that I don't have any wrinkles or any lines right there. Just very lightly. And I'm just gonna put a little bit more because I like to make sure that it's doing its job. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. There's that. Another spot that I tend to put it, even though I didn't put a lot of concealer there, I do the top of my Cupid's bow. There we go. And now I'm going to do my forehead. Okay, there's that. And then now I'm going to do the same portion of my nose wherever I put the concealer. And that's pretty much it. That is how I do my baking technique. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do my eyeshadow now. So this one is the Discount Divas original eyeshadow palette, and then this one is going to be the Berries by Juvia. It's like a little mini palette. I'm just gonna go in with some of Darling. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with Darling and dab like that. Blow a little bit, and then I'm just gonna come at the top portion of my eye because that's where I really want this brown to be. So yeah. Boom. I look like I have a whole lid of eyeshadow on and I don't. That's amazing, isn't it? So now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to go in with a color that is going to be pretty pink and vibrant. I think I'm gonna go in with this super bright pink and then I'm gonna do like a shimmer over it. I feel like that's what I'm feeling today. So I'm just gonna go into this one, tap on it a little bit. Look how bright that is and so much pigment, love it. I'm just gonna tap it onto the center of my eye. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just patting that into my eye. I'm not gonna take it too far up because I'm probably gonna go in with like a darker purple or pink or something like that above this. But literally, I'm just gonna put it right there. This is where I'm starting with. And I'm gonna do the same thing to this side as well. So I'm just gonna use this brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with like this pinkier purple kind of color. And this is the color I use to, like, if I add blush, which I generally do, I do like a very light coat of it. I use that one too. So I'm just gonna go in like right in this area, and then windshield wiper motions and circular windshield wiper motions. I'm just gonna do that. So I showed you guys where I put the pink at, but now I'm gonna put a little bit of a shimmer. I'm gonna use this color right here. It's really pretty. It's like a red pinky kind of shimmer. And I'm just literally gonna pat that on the inner portion of my eye right here. And boom, I have some shimmer going on. I have purple shimmer, and it looks just vibrant and bright and pretty. I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna take another one of those brushes that I had with the pinky kind of color on it, and I'm literally just gonna kind of blend it just in case it didn't look blended enough. So I'm just gonna take that same kind of shimmery color and go underneath my eye like so. I kind of already did it a little bit, but I'm just gonna go under a little bit more on both sides just to give myself a little bit of color. And boom, I have that underneath my eye. It gives me a little pop like I want it to. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to bronze my face. So when I bronze, I use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians. I think that's what it is, Physicians Formula, yeah. And as you guys can see, I use the heck out of it. It's fine. I literally just take a little brush and I go around in circles, and I just bronze in those areas where I know that I have shadows, like underneath my cheekbones, my jawline, and then I'm just gonna do my hairline. This is how I make sure that my makeup is blended at the top, like put close to my hairline and my edges, because I don't like getting makeup in my edges. I just blend it out with the bronzer. Then I'm gonna take a little bit and I'm gonna hold my brush like this to kind of flatten it, and I'm just gonna hit my nose just a little bit. I got this from this girl I go to school with, or used to go to school with. She has this makeup line and it's called Glamour Me Collections. That's what I've been using for the highlighter. It literally looks a mess. I dropped it and broke it, but I usually would use this one and I would use this one. I kind of touch those a little bit, but I don't use them as much because I feel like these two give me that glow I want. So sometimes I'll mix them together or I'll use them separately, but because I broke this one, I just been using this one right here. So I will either use one of these blending brushes or I will use my fan brush. Lately I have been using the fan brush, so I'm going to use that right here. And I just blow on it a little bit and I just take it and I go right here on the bridge of my nose a little bit. Boom, gave myself a little highlight. Then I go on the tip of my nose a little bit. Then I also take it and I go on my Cupid's bow. That's where I also highlight. I take it and I also highlight right under my brow bone. So I also not only put that highlight on those areas, but I also take it and I put it on the inner corner of my eyes because I feel like it makes it brighter. Sometimes I use the DD palette and I use like sugar on the inner corner too. But I already have this one out, so I'm just gonna use this. I could have did sugar. I should have did sugar. And then that's what that looks like. So basically my face is highlighted, bronzed, and now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a blush just to give myself a little bit more of a color on my cheeks. So I just take this brush right here. It is angled and it's very dense. I take it and I dab it into like that top portion of color right there. There's a little bit more so of like that purpley pink kind of color. I brush it off on my arm right there so I don't have too much, and I literally just go like this. Just to give myself a little bit of color. And I don't want too much, I don't want too little. And that's pretty much it. Now you're gonna see me do my lashes in a second, but I am gonna set my face. So I'm gonna spray it all over my face, and then I'm gonna spray it on the sponge and then blot it in. So right now I'm using the Maybelline New York Lasting Fix Makeup Setting Spray. Wear up to 16-hour matte finish. This is what it looks like. It's a cute little pink purple bottle. How fitting, because look at my makeup, it matches it. So then I go in and I just pat on that spray. I sprayed it on the on this too, just to make sure that I give myself that lasting set that I want. Okay, I'm back. I had to go find my lash glue. I'm just putting the glue on the strip. So I'm just gonna let those sit and kind of like dry and get tacky a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I generally just use that one on the bottom portion of my lash line. And sometimes I'll put it on my upper lashes too, to kind of help myself see and gauge where I need to put my lashes. But I'm pretty good at doing that without it. So I'm just gonna do my bottom lash line. You guys are gonna see that. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do the other side. Now I have that on my under lash line, and it looks like I kind of put like eyeliner on it, but I promise I didn't. I just literally put some mascara on and boom. And honestly, this might be a look. I know I have done like eyeshadow and then mascara and then just went about my day, but I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on because why not? Why not? I'm literally just gonna take it, and don't do what I do. I put these babies on with my fingers. That's just because I'm so used to doing this. Like, it just comes naturally. But if you don't normally put lashes on with your fingers, stick to some tweezers. But I'm gonna be me and do it like this because I feel like it's faster for me. So I'm literally gonna be all up in y'all's jam, literally. And I'm just gonna look at it, kind of gauge where I want it to go. And boom, it's on there, on that one portion of it. Now I'm just gonna make sure it's on the rest of my eye as well. Okay, it's getting tacky. Okay, girl, okay. I'm just gonna take it and place this on the inner corner of my eye. This is where it's touch and go. So I'm gonna do this in the actual mirror because I feel like this is where I will mess up doing it with my finger. All right, okay, boom. She's on, ladies, she's on. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. The lashes have been secured. They are on my eyes, they are stuck, and they are not gonna come off, I could tell. So that's pretty much it. You guys just got my full makeup rundown. It was so fun. I had fun, I enjoyed it. So you guys know this is a 3-part series. Part 3 is coming up next. So make sure you guys just tune in for that one. That one I'm going to be showing you guys how I take my makeup off and my skincare routine post makeup. So most of the time my post makeup routine is at nighttime before I'm getting ready to go to sleep. So you guys are gonna get to see all of that, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very enjoyable. I will see you guys later.